When conducting a review or you're just trying to understand what happened, there's three things that you really need to avoid. The first one is incredibly important. We want to move away from stopping our learning or stopping our investigation at the first story. The first story is when we end our understandings of the events with what people just did or did not do, what rules or policies that they didn't follow. Instead, we need to go further. We need to look for what we call the second story. What are the systemic features and influences that impacted somebody's ability to get that job done? The second thing we need to avoid is not getting staff perspective. Often what we can see is that as investigations and reviews are being conducted, that we're not talking to staff about what may have impacted their ability to be successful. We're not getting their voice in the review process. The more that we can shift our review process into incorporating the voice of those who actually operate the system, the better off we're going to be, the better information we are going to have. Lastly, what we want to avoid is falling into the trap of hindsight bias. Often what can happen is when we're looking back on events, we know what's going to happen. We have all the information readily available to us. We simplify the work. We simplified the decisions that were made by the individuals who are actually experiencing that event. And instead, what we need to do is realize that there was a complex system around people as they're making decisions, as they're taking actions, and we need to seek out that story.